What do the Nuggets need to do to stay competitive in the West?
It's getting tougher and tougher, Suzy. We are certainly living in an era of incredible parity in the NBA. A few weeks from now, the NBA will crown its sixth different champion in a 6-year stretch. That hasn't happened since the late 70s. And most teams that are winning the title are built around, not multiple superstars. We are long past the superstar or the super team era. It's now, usually one supreme star and a bunch of really well-calibrated role players around him, right? The Giannis Bucks were like that. The Kawhi Leonard Raptors were like that. The Jokic Nuggets are like that, all due respect to Jamal Murray, but he hasn't even made an all-star team yet. So your margin for error is a little bit thinner when it's one superstar plus a bunch of really good role players. And so, we saw that with the Nuggets. There's obviously, a little bit of attrition too when just you've had a long season and played into June last year. There's all of that. The new CBA makes it really tough to retain talent and to keep paying or adding talent. And the Nuggets faced that last offseason when they lost Bruce Brown and Jeff Green to free agency. They didn't really have a bench to lean on. And Michael Malone mentioned that more than once, over the last few days of the postseason and during the regular season even. So what do? They're not going to have a lot of tools at their disposal to add in free agency this summer unless guys want to come there for minimum contracts, which maybe, playing with Jokic is a lot of fun and gives you a chance to chase a title. So that could happen. The really interesting scenario would be, do you trade one of your core pieces? Michael Porter Jr. is making a lot of money, 35 to 40 million over the next few years. And, could you trade him for 2 to 3 pieces to help replenish the rotation? But they also have, another looming concern, which is that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who was the critical last piece of that starting lineup that they acquired before they won the championship, he can opt out in this summer and almost certainly will. And he's a great 3-and-D player who's won championships with 2 different teams and who's going to be, heavily pursued and recruited. So if they lose KCP, they're going to have an even tougher uphill battle than what you're alluding to right now. But it's going to be tough regardless because Dallas isn't going anywhere. Minnesota's not going anywhere. The Oklahoma City Thunder, who the Mavericks beat, they're very, very young and only getting better and with plenty of flexibility to keep building. So, yeah, it's going to be tough for the Nuggets.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.